Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Do with a good oiling, kid.
Should be enough to... How do, Matt?
Bardolph.
Well, it don't have to be me, though, you know, the one over at Martha's Rest.
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare.
Ah, Clive. What?
Thank you, Martha.
You thought...
Oh.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here.
Oh. Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats sacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long. All yours, Torgal!
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long it...
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
All right.
I am.
That's brilliant.
Is that...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen are both. So as soon as Bernard gets it...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see. How Jill's faring?
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He must have found something.
No. Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Wish they were a bit... But what the fuck?
I'll
Thank the...
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about where did you get him? Like...
My father brought him back from... They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Tom?
It certainly adds weight to the theory, Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to his name.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of a girl from the Northern Territory. One away.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. His latent birthright, it had only to...
Oh, get you.
And regarding your original concern, you need know why the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose...
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for... I need you to introduce us so... Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back.
I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I wish.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a talk.
How goes the...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming it.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little uns have been at It's just one thing after another around here.
Well, fuck me.
Never thought I'd see you.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
And how may I assist you today? How may I help you today? Of course. Study it well, Clive.
Bid's finished outfitting her little workshop, with a little help from Caesar, of course.
Oh, you know, thanks. Sure. Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck.
Gav, Otto, you can count on.
Or we...
Let's go. Run like the wind. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Be safe. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Slavers don't even bother with North Reach now that all the highborn have fled south.
There's talk.
Get me back on my feet.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just,
well, I don't. No use calling Ambrosia now. They're trying to get into the carriage. Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door... What the... What you...
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
If no, what we with no we can't say us but.
I hope you didn't have... Oh, you... What? And you can... Thank...
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all...
Time to fight. Good girl. I can walk from here. See a thing.
Come, Clive! Let us turn back before we lose our way!
You deserve a rest. Be safe.
Rosaria's finest!
Come on.
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
To me, Flames!
All yours, Torgal.
Ready, go? Be safe. Come on.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elrin bust over you as you sat in the sand, falling like a
Good girl. Fly, Ambrose. Nice try. Kill! Attack! It's over. Let's go.
Have you lost your way already, my boy? The ruins mark the road to the inn.
Well, Clive, it looks like you're gonna need an even bigger sword. That hurt, Torgal. It should have stayed in its shell.
Clive. So, what'll it be? No scratches, all right? And?
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Iago, take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Kneaded to a silken soft... Yes, like eating a cloud.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
The finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Out of town has picked a fight with a guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls.
Let me treat you. I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
$1,000 gil for a meal.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Plates and pots!
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors.
We have to get through there. Not by guile, then.
Rosina but how will we...
And that she was working with Sid's other collaborators have all been people of... I'll wager this Rosina Delamel is the...
That would certainly...
And that's exactly...
Good day, my lord. Here you are. An excellent choice. Here you are.
How's a trader expected to make a living if they close?
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
1,000 gil for a measly...
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Ruzi?
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you
Oh, that's easy. Don't find a finer smithy this side of the owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe anything I can help. Allow me. My good man, we're seeking to well, we're best... Thank you. Oh, no. Well...
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman, a long-standing pillar of your community.
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the stick your nose in our bit.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be in...
Yeah. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
fresh bread.
Light
warm
meat
from
and
the
dark.
oven.
It would make a fine
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid...
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders...
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies.
Watched it.
My apologies. A word of advice in reckon. Follow the... Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this do...
Ha! It will be easy. Let us divide our forces, Clive.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
A deposit.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
If they pay anything like last time, you'll be able to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Needed to a
Juiciest meat.
Take a sniff, good sir. Your drugs.
Depends what for.
Just a question.
Well, the soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend. The men of the Rock throw them.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all up. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you?
Thank you. Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot and I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they...
So the pup.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would earn a small price to pay. But enough about my...
At the supply of... Meanwhile, members of Coop, I'll wager those souls.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then and put an end.
Ha! It just goes to show one should never underestimate a... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Treat you. Of course.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
This river runs all the way to the southern seas.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
$1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? Your new dress?
Light, meat and dark. Fresh from the...
Yes, they're quite
My
soft.
carpets have pride of place in Castle
Faster!
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up! Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's... I hardly expected one so venerable.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common.
Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Cid.
Umia lostelan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I've never even forged a button.
No.
Oh, so I'm too people.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the...
Good. And then there's the... Oh, tomorrow. Let's...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
What I'm hearing? Fresh bread, warm.
You give...
Everything I've worked for.
What?
Just look at the detail.
Ah! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Fucking men of the wrong.
I need a drink.
You're going to drink my...
It's dry.
Then just up and leave?
Why, yeah.
Sweet incense. What's wax candles? Silver platters, just like they eat off in Castle Dasmore.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye.
The baths are, closed.
In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong. Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
Needed to a silken...
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand.
The finest fabric!
Is it true what I'm hearing?
You're going to drink my pockets dry, then just up and leave?
My thirst is slaked, and I see no other reason to abide your company. I need to drink. I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
If you can't even fill my cup...
What's... Has to be thankful.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping.
So you look all too superb. No, right, trust me. Is
Oh, here. Good girl. Thanks, girl.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat.
Ready, go? Faster! What I are?
If they're just feathered.
Are there any more use that he...
Folk.
Look, Clark, the lives. You're
right.
Do you crush it up? Or just...
This is no...